All right, what's up, y'all? What's up with you, man? It's your boy Silver Stacks Prepper, man. I'm just doing another video, man. I just, it's many little things in my spirit here, man. I need to get off, and this is just the opportunity and the place to do so. So, if you've been rocking with your boy, man, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, man. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that. But if you have, continue to rock with your boy. But real quick, man, I wanted to talk about um, the national debt, man. I took down some notes here, and then I'm gonna get to a couple of points. It says, with our government racking up national debt in the trillions of dollars in climate, man, it's time to start preparing for our currency to be obsolete in SHTF scenarios. Remember, you won't always know what people may need in the bartering or trade type of situation, but that's why having any form of currency would definitely be, essential. What I hear a lot from people, people say, well, if I can't eat it, drink it, or use it to defend myself, then I don't need it. That's what a lot of people say, man. But precious metals being used as a stable store of value and a medium of exchange for thousands of years. Although you can't eat it or drink it or use it to defend yourself, you can use it in barter and trade situations to actually get the things you need to eat or to drink or to defend yourself. Um, so it's always important to think about what you can get and what you can buy with precious metals or with something that's you know uh, easily to be used barter in the trade, right? So, like I said, when people say I can't use these to defend myself, drink it, then I just don't need it. I would say that that's kind of silly, man. And I got an example here. It talked about precious metals being used as a store of value for and medium of exchange for thousands of years. I do have some references I'm gonna pull up here in a minute. It says, for example, if you're trying to trade with a neighbor for ammunition and only have water, food, ammunition, and first aid, chances are he or she has those exact same items too, right? You need to pay with something that can be used as a medium of exchange so that your neighbor can buy whatever he or she may need from somebody else, right? You trying to get some medical kits, you can't trade a medical kit for a medical kit. I mean, then you might be able to give him some money so he can use the money later on, right? You won't always know what people need in a barter or a trade type of situation. That's why having a form of currency is really essential. Um, some people say, man, I'll just get stuck buying some worthless coins and never get anything out of them. As precious metals, I say this to really, perspective, precious metals buyers, seems like 1,000 times per day, people say, stay away from collectible coins. Just don't do it. Just don't do it, man. Don't buy no collectible coins if you are just kind of getting into, stacking precious metals. I buy collectible coins because I got precious metals stacked up. So for me to be able to have fun with it a little later on, it's cool. I mean, I was on a mission at first. I was highly focused, and I just wanted to stack as much bullion as possible. I wanted as much bullion as possible. It was generics and American Silver Eagles and Britannias. I had a thing for Britannias. I started trading my um, Eagles for Canadian Maples and Britannias. I think those are a more cost efficient route than American Silver Eagles. A lot of people say stack, American Silver Eagles because those are known in the country that you're from. But Britannias are just as well known. They got safety features on them. The Canadian Maple are just as well known. They got safety features on them. I wouldn't really use the Mexican Libertad, even though that's a kind of North American coin as well. But I wouldn't use that. The premium on that is just too high. I would stay away from them. So to you new stackers, man, I just would say stack as much generic bullion, silver as possible, or gold. You can start with some small gold 1/10 ounces, some dos pesos. I still buy those. I still buy 1/10 ounces. I still buy dos pesos. Sure, the premium over time of stacking things like 1/10 um, it's a bit higher, but if you can't afford that large lump sum of 2,300 to buy some gold, or 600 to buy a quarter ounce or something like that, or 1,000, 1,200 to buy a half ounce, you still paying premiums on them. But then just get you a 1/10 ounce for, I remember when it was 160, 1/10 ounce for like, right now they're going from, 230, anywhere from 230 to 280, depending on the type you're buying. There are higher premium 1/10 ounces. Or you can go with the best bang for your buck is Mexican gold. I think Mexican gold is probably the best bang for your buck, especially the dos pesos, the 2.5 pesos, and the 5 pesos. They're missing some good silver, man. They only 90% silver, but man, them is still, I mean, excuse me, gold, 90% gold. And if you're stacking gold, I mean, it's just good to get some gold of any kind, right? If you're somebody on a budget, you only can put up $50 at a time. I would suggest, man, get you a couple grams, man. Some people say, oh, no, don't waste your money buying grams. Yeah, those are for people with money, man. Everybody don't have no money. So if you're trying to buy some gold, you want to get in the gold game, spend 50, $60, get you, 70 to $90 now, get you a gold gram, man. I just bought a maple gold gram. It should be here any day now. Just bought a couple of dos pesos. I'm going to do a video about that. Man, I hate to say this, man, thumbs down to Liberty Coin, man. I just bought two dos pesos, man. It was only, 267 or something like that. But the package was stolen, ripped open. The contents were stolen out of the package, man. I contacted them. I showed the picture that the FedEx driver dropped it off. You could see the boxes ripped open. So you do take a chance when you buy online from your items being stolen. But if you can go and build up a rapport with your local coin shop, what we call LCS in the field, if you can go buy something in a local coin shop, man, go walk in there, put your hands on it, touch it, feel it, hold it, own it. I think it's more of a valuable. It's more valuable for you because you're building a relationship with somebody in the community, right? I remember when the economy dropped, I had a silver and gold shop. This last little economic downturn in 19, and 20. Man, I had already built up relationships with the coin shops up and down the I-5 corridor in the state of Washington, man. They all know me, all knew me. I'm Silver Stacks Prepper, man, with SHG coins and prepper surplus, man. So, I was always doing my thing, man. I was always selling solar panels and all these things. But if you knew getting into the game, man, I always realized, man, that when people came into the shop, shout out to, I forgot his name. He used to always come in and bring his son, man. His son is autistic. And I had a bunch of Indian head pennies and buffalo nickels, man. He would come in and just grab them. Joey, shout out to little Joey and Russ, man. Russ is the dad, Joey's the son, man. Shout out to them guys, man. They would come in and prop down on the couch. We had a couch, man, for them to just sit down on the couch, man. They would hang out. We would talk all day. We had the aquaponics in the back where we was growing tilapia and different things like that, man. Aquaponics is a good thing to get into. But, yeah, when you're a prepper, you kind of start to diversify your realm of focus, right? Your focus is not just stacking precious metals. You want to learn the skills to be able to build or stack or do whatever else it needs you need to do to be able to be successful if you don't have precious metals. Now, some of y'all can't afford precious metals, right? But you'll be able to offer your skills for precious metals, right? So if you're good with as a plumber and you're good with PVC pipe, start learning how to make those aquaponic pipe systems, right? You can get a $5 fish pump from Harbor Freight Tools and a tub and throw that in the tub and run some I got some pictures of stuff we did here. Run some aquaponic systems, man. I mean, it's not gonna hurt you to learn how to. I'll do that on another time. I'll do a video about that. But yeah, man, just learn how to make some aquaponic systems, man. You just put the pipes together, man. Cut the little hole, 1-inch or 2-inch holes with a hole saw, hole bit in it, man, and just kind of make your connections and kind of make them go at an angle where the water will pump up and kind of run through your system, man. It's pretty easy. Let it go down to the bottom to to a tub, put the pump down there, let the nitrites turn to nitrates. When the fish poop in the water, man, it'll turn into, throw some gravel medium in your little, in the bottom of your PVC pipes, man, and it'll kind of just all go through there and filter and create its own biosystem. Throw a few shrimp in the bottom of your bucket, and then at that point, you've got some kind of a self cleaning system, man. It's a system that'll clean itself. At the same time, you can be growing some tilapia, man. So just think outside the box, man. Like I was saying in my last live I just did, grow you some parsley, grow you some cilantro, grow stuff that's easy, man, like weeds that you can't fail at, right? You can't fail growing parsley, man. I mean, it just start dying, man, when it ain't got no sun, man. Put a little water on it, boom, that joint perk up like it just got through hitting 225 on the bench press. Don't play with yourself, man. Get yourself ready, man. Stay ready, man. Hit the weights. Go work out, man. But for you beginning preppers and beginning stackers, man, I would suggest, man, definitely don't buy any collectible coins. Collectible coins such as numismatic coins are like art. The value is largely subjective. Some people may pay millions of dollars like for a Mona Lisa. Personally, I wouldn't pay $20 for it. Don't put yourself in a hard spot trying to get a buyer who will pay as much as you did to get some mint special coin. Only a fool will do that, man. Only a fool does things like that. I'm going to buy something for $50,000, and just because I think it's worth that, I'm going to try to sell it for that. People are telling you, man, it ain't even worth, $20. Don't put yourself in a hard spot trying to get a buyer to pay for it as much as you did for some special mint coin. The liquidity just isn't there when compared to gold and silver bullion coins, bars, and rounds that are traded at melt value. So bullion is the way to go. Bullion is a term that's used when we're trying to buy precious metals at the closest to spot price possible, sometimes called spot contract. It's the price. Ask your buyer, if they don't have it listed, how much over spot are they willing to pay per ounce, man? The price of gold and silver is fully transparent and can be determined around the clock around the world. Getting the lowest price per ounce is generally the smartest choice. Unless, like I said, you can't afford to go buy an ounce of gold, then you go buy 1/10 or you buy those pesos, right? Let me see. In a barter trade situation, it's important to remember that having different sizes in metals is always smart. Having pre-65 junk silver, which is why I even bought some of the 40 percenters, right? I even bought the 40% from APMEX, right? The 40% halves, man. I mean, I think that's a beautiful, beautiful purchase. Listen to that. Listen to that, man. All right. Listen to that. That's a beautiful thing to know that something happens, man. Push come to shove, you can go spend some of this, right? It says pre-65 junk silver is a great option. I'll say pre-69, pre-70, 69 and below. Even the 40% halves are a beautiful thing. Matter of fact, let's look up right now what 40% are worth. Let's go. Yeah, let's go look at and see what 40% halves worth. Let's see what they come up with. I typed that in wrong, huh? All right. All right. That's 90%. 40%. $5 face. Look, $5 face. of 40% halves is $46. I mean, come on, man, that's money. However you look at it, it's money. $10 face, $5 face. I mean, come on, man. You got, however you look at this, man. We was talking about grams, man. They got grams. Precious metals is the way to go, man. You don't have to always go buy the most expensive thing like this ounce. You don't have to buy that, man. You could buy some grams. But we do know that 40% metal, 40% precious metals is still valuable, man. You know, it's talking about what it says, 114 for $5. I mean, come on, man. It is what it is. So anyway, we was talking about the national debt, and this is from an official U.S. government from the Treasury, right? Let me see. The national debt is the amount of money the federal government has borrowed to cover outstanding balances of expenses incurred over time. In a given fiscal year, when spending exceeds revenue, a budget deficit results. To pay for this deficit, the federal government borrows money by selling marketable securities such as treasury bonds, bills, notes, floating rate notes, and treasury inflation protected securities, TIPS. The national debt is the accumulation of this borrowing along with associated interest owed to the investors who purchased these securities. As the federal government experiences recurring deficits, which is common, a national debt grows. Simply put, the national debt is similar to a person using a credit card for purchases and not paying off the full balance each month. The cost of the purchase exceeding the paid amount often represents deficit, while accumulated deficits over time represents the overall debt, right? And so I just wanted to kind of talk about the debt because the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Now, this is the Encyclopedia, World History Encyclopedia. This is an article done by Donald Wasson. So I'm gonna just kind of, this is pretty short. I'm not gonna go through a whole lot of this. It's not really long, but there was a special part I wanted to get to. Give me a moment. So yeah, so you guys can go look at this later. It's by once again, Fall of the Western Roman Empire. Check it out. It was from 2018. The point of this was that they continue to keep getting invaded. What America calls refugees. Refugees continue to come and invade and come in illegally, fill the city. National debt had risen. It got to the point, like America, they started taking out the funds, the precious metals and the silver. The silver and gold started being taken out of the coins. The coins became clad, bronze, brass, copper, different things like that. After a while, the copper wasn't even used. But the system had experienced, I would say, pressure from all ends and started eroding and started decaying, just like America's doing right now. America's doing the same thing right now. America is decaying. America is decaying. So with that, I would just say, man, continue to stack up your precious metals. Make sure that you keep metals on hand, whether it's, like I said, the 40% halves that a lot of y'all don't like, right? Some of the 40% halves, keep you some Mercury dimes, some Kennedy dimes, stack you up some of the 1/10 ounces, stack you up some gold, get you some gold pieces, right? Just think about that. 3 little gold pieces, that's $800 right there. You want to make sure that you stacking up the little 1/10 ounces. And this one's a little specialty one because somebody will want to trade this. Somebody will like that. The white boys out there, y'all will like this when it's time, right? So yeah, man, I just wanted to have a quick Sunday day, man, to come in and visit and hang with my people, man, and say hello to y'all, see what y'all up to. Patriot Allen, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you today on the show, man. Checking in from the farm, man. How's that farm going for you? And that's right, man. Click that like button, man. Click the like button, man. Come back and holler at your boy. Your boy enjoys hanging out with y'all sometime. I think I might do Fridays and Sundays as a day to kind of come hang out and chill with my people, man. How y'all doing today? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. I know there's a delay in this. Kids out milking the cow, man. That is a beautiful thing, man. You want to talk about a prepper, man? That Patriot Allen guy, man. He's doing this thing, man. He's doing this thizzle, as they say in the street, man. The brother is doing this thizzle, man. Shout out to the brother out there doing this thizzle, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I would say the best survival coins, man, are the 90% and the 40%. A lot of people won't understand the 40%, but those of us that are preppers, if we dig more into the 40%, if that's what you can afford to buy at the time, then that's what you can afford to buy at the time, man. I used to buy big, man. And, if you go back and look at the channel, man, I used to buy 100 ounces, 200 ounces, 300 ounces, 100-gram bars of gold and, different stuff like that. I went and traded the gold. I stacked up the gold. I had a sheet of the gold maples and a 100-ounce gold bar, and went and traded that, man, for a travel trailer, man. The first one I had, man. Started living in that, downsizing and living that minimalist life. And then I liked it so much, I went and bought a brand new one off the floor, man. And started doing that, man. So, I really appreciate the minimalist living, man. But anytime that I could stack some precious metals, and it's just so I could stack, man. Hopefully I want 20 acres. One day I'll get it. But I'm not going in debt. I'm not taking out a loan. I'm not doing none of that, man. Or I'll be just like the Roman Empire in America. I'll be in debt, right? And so that's what we don't want is debt, right? We want to be debt-free as much as possible. Hope y'all having a beautiful, blessed Sunday, man. I'm going to get out of here for the day, man. Again, I just had a live go on. Go back, I think 2 videos ago and go look. We just did a live on Friday. I am doing another giveaway. We did give one away, shout out to the folks who won, man, these giveaways, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Y'all have a blessed one, man, and take it easy, man. Enjoy your family.